Hey, good morning, everybody. Dave the Blaze here, coming to you from sunny Florida today. It's a beautiful day outside, just absolutely gorgeous. We've had a lot of rain here lately, so it's nice to have a real nice sunny day. And I just enjoying the heck out of it. I'm retired here in Florida, and a lot of my videos deal with the social things that I do, my crew, and just the events I go to and things like that. But I do have some other hobbies that I really enjoy doing, and I'm planning on doing some more of them. Two of the things that I have already got going is I like to grow pineapples, and I like to grow avocado trees. And right now I've got a pretty good pile of both of them, and I just really enjoy doing that. Uh, I have one ripe pineapple this year, and I was very surprised because normally a pineapple plant here in this area of Florida takes about a year and a half or 2 years before it ever sets a pineapple on, and this particular plant set one on in 9 months. So the pineapple's small, but it's going to be really good because you get to let it ripen on the vine or on the plant, and it turns yellow before you take it off. And I'll show you a picture of it here in a minute. But I just enjoy doing that. The avocados, I grow them from seed. I've got some that I have the best luck doing that, planting them right in the dirt. Some people, put them in a glass of water with toothpicks around them, and I've done that too. I've not had a very good luck doing that, but planting them right in the dirt, they come up, and some of them, not all of them, but some of them come up, and they're a lot healthier when you go ahead and put them in a bigger pot and take off and go. So I got a bunch of those planted. The pineapples all start from tops. You take a top off a pineapple, and you got several ways you can do it. Some of them you can put them in water, glass of water, a little container of water, and it'll root. Some of them I plant right in the ground, and they take off and go also. So different ways. And pineapples they like a lot of around a lot of oak trees. Pine bark is also good for them. I don't have any pine bark on mine right now, but I'm going to do that later in the year. But I've got several more that I think next year I'll get pineapples off of. And they don't die once you get a pineapple. The plant keeps going and will reproduce another pineapple. It's going to take a while again. But anyway, it's just one of those things when you're retired and you got time to fiddle with something like I do, and I just enjoy doing it. So let me get with the rest of this video here and just show you. Okay, here's my first pineapple that I raised, and you can see it's nice and bright yellow. It's got a great top on it. I'll be just planting that in the ground probably today, and it'll be another plant growing. So I just love doing this, and that pineapple is going to be really tasty, and it's just great. So this is how I start my avocados now, and you can see there's one that's coming up, and time I get back from the cruise, it will probably be ready to go ahead and pot up into a bigger pot. I got another one back here that's just starting to come out of the ground. You can see it right there. So these other pots all have avocado seeds in them, and some of them, like I said, they won't grow, but after time then I'll just take that seed out and put a new one in. I enjoy avocados. I usually have one with my scrambled eggs in the morning, and they're supposed to be good for you. So we'll see if these trees ever do produce any avocados, but they're fun to grow. Okay, here we are outside, and here is one that I've grown using the toothpicks and the water It's rooted, got a lot of roots, but the top, the tree part is just starting to come out on it. And like I said, they don't seem to do as well as the ones that I started in the dirt. Now you can see here, I got 3 of them in this pot, and that was the first time I tried growing them in the dirt. I just put a whole bunch of seeds in there, and I had 3 that come up, and they're doing great. And I'm going to have to separate them too, and probably put them in another pot by themselves just to get them rooted out good before I put them in the ground. This one is one that started in those little cups inside, and you can tell it's just it's a real hardy tree. Looks great, I think, and it's doing awesome. And then the other 2 were ones that rooted with in the water, and they're more spindly, and they're going to be all right, but they just they're not as healthy as the one that started in the dirt. So someday maybe I'll have some avocados. You never know. Okay, now here is my pineapple plantation. I think I'm going to give Dole a run for their money. Not really, but these plants look great. The one that I just took the pineapple off of is this one right here, and you can see where I cut it off, and that plant will keep going. And you'll notice it's still in a pot, and that is probably why it was a smaller pineapple, because when it's all the rest of these I had in pots also, and when it set a pineapple, I was afraid to put it out of the pot and put it in the ground. But the rest of these, you know, are doing great. You can tell how much bigger the plant is than the one that had the pineapple. And some of them have got more than one plant involved. This one actually has, I think, 3 plants that have sprung from it, and I've got to do a little research. I think that I can break those 2 off and start them on their own. This one also has 2, so they're doing great, but it's probably will not make any fruit until next spring. There's one that's got 2, and then you got these are some of the old. All of these plants have probably been growing for about, I'm going to guess about 12 to 13 months now, maybe 14 months that I've had them growing, so they're looking really good. Okay, these are 2 that I have planted that I started in water, and they rooted in the water, and I've just put them in the ground in the last couple weeks, so they're doing fine. We get a lot of rain in Florida this time of year, and they've already rooted into the ground. So now it'll be, like I said, I think it'll be a year and a half before we see a pineapple out of these guys. So it just takes a while, but if you can get them to ripen on the plant, they're very, very tasty. My next project that I'm going to do is in my backyard here. I'm going to put a couple raised beds in and do some gardening. I probably won't plant anything till November. In Florida, you can grow certain plants over the winter. Lettuces, onions, radishes, beets, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, things like that. So that's what I'll be. I know I want to build the beds, and again, once I get back from this cruise in Cozumel, I'm going to start messing with that. I've got a place over here that I've worked up, killed the weeds down, and I'm going to put a bed in there also, and I'm going to put more pineapples in this one over here, because pineapples like the oak tree, and it's shaded right here, and they like that acid, I guess, from the oak trees. So anyway, this will look a lot different here in a month or 2 when I get the beds made. Now all you're doing is looking at my grass. That's pretty awesome, huh? And I did mow it this week, so hey, that's a good thing too. Okay, that's a little bit of the tour of my hobby. Like I said, I enjoy growing stuff, and it's doing well, and we'll just see how it goes down the road. I hope you enjoy watching those kind of things. I'll keep you going on the stuff when I get some gardening going. But that's one of the great things in Florida. If you enjoy doing that stuff, you really can kind of do it year round. Summertime is hard to grow any kind of vegetables. It's just too hot and too wet. But fall, winter, and spring is a great season for that. Next spring I plan on planting some sweet corn, and it's going to be, it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. Have a lot to give away, I imagine. Anyway, thank you again for watching my videos. Subscribe to them, and click the little bell. You'll get notification when another one comes up. Like the videos. That helps promote them on YouTube a little more. I appreciate that very much, all of you. Three things I always want to remind you. Make it a great day. Look for the good in people and be positive, and you will be blessed. And like me, retired in Florida, I am having the time of my life. Blaze out.